Hello, Rodica and everyone over there at the Romanian Folk Art Museum. My name is Charles. Thank you for connecting on Alignable. I, like I said in my post, let me see my post. I was looking to be referred to small and mid-sized local service businesses that would like advice for better online visibility, and that's what I'm here to do. Why do I do this? A lot of the time, I've seen business owners are way too busy to learn about the stuff. Also, there's a steep learning curve. Not only that, a lot of people don't realize that 90% of adults look for local services using Google. Of those 90%, 70% stay on the front page of Google. That's why it's important to be on the front page of Google to get a lot of organic traffic and to find out, let the people who are looking for you find you in the easiest way. All right, so let me not waste any more of your time. So the advice I'd like to give comes in three tips: content, citations, and backlinks. The first one is content. Content is everything. Let's talking about your website. Everything on the front page, all the text, all the pictures, even the words behind the pictures. If I try and see what your picture there is saved as, it's saved as graphic 1 small and then some numbers. To optimize with Google, it's important to have between 1,000 to 1,500 words of authoritative text on your front page that's scattered and littered with keywords. Keywords are those phrases that people type into Google to search for your services. And it's also important to save your pictures as keywords as well. This is so that Google can start to recognize and take your site as more and more relevant and put you in front of those kind of searches. So between 1,000 to 1,500 words of authoritative text meaning text that shows who you are, exactly what you do, the services you provide, the locations that you also provide. I don't know if you have maybe a satellite location of this for the museum, but be comprehensive so that Google can tell that you're relevant and put you in front of relevant searches. And make sure you include a lot of keywords. Like I said, those phrases that people type into Google. For example, if I was looking for Romanian folk art in Philadelphia, I would type something like Romanian Folk Art Museum, Philadelphia. And yes, you are the first. You are the first. Oh wow, first result. So that's good. Unfortunately, I'm seeing that you are as if you are permanently closed. Now, is this true? Because it doesn't look like it from, I checked your Facebook and I can see that, okay, the last post was in January 2021. So I'm not sure if you are closed or not, but Google is recognizing you as being closed, permanently closed. If you're not, I would definitely get into your Google My Business page and make sure that they see you as open. Second thing I want to talk about is citations. Now, citations have a lot to do with, let's say I was just looking for Romanian folk art in Philadelphia. Citations have a lot to do with your GMB, with your Google My Business page. So for your Google My Business page to be more and more relevant and always showing up in the map pack. Map pack is whenever you see, for example, if I was looking for Romanian plumber, Philadelphia, the map pack is this section here where you have businesses and the map. Now, the reason I chose plumber is because with Romanian folk art, there are not that many businesses. So that's why you show up, your Google My Business page shows up first. If there were many more businesses who were doing the same thing as you were doing, you'd see that little map pack. But anyway, back to citations. To make sure that Google recognizes you and always puts you in front of certain searches, you need a lot of citations. Citations are where your name, address, and phone number, exactly as they are in your Google My Business page, they're cited in different directories online. So, for example, if there's a directory of museums, it'd be good to be cited there. Better Business Bureau, Dexnos, Yext, Superpages.com, Yellowpages.com, etc. More and more relevant online directories, and it will make sure that Google always recognizes you for local search within this area. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is backlinks. And for that, let me just take your. I use a tool to analyze websites. It's called Ahrefs. It's a popular tool. Let me come here and put in your website to just analyze it. And I want to talk about backlinks. Backlinks are, if you think of the internet as a collection of web pages, a backlink is when one different website links to your site. So, for example, if there's a conference for museum directors and they have a blog out and they have a link to your site, that's a good relevant backlink, and Google recognizes that. If it's a McDonald's that has a blog up and has a link to your site, that doesn't help much. They're completely different niches. So Google sees that as more spammy. It's not relevant and drops you down in the kinds of searches that you do. So to be always visible and ahead of all your clients, it's important to have to look at your backlinks. Make sure you have relevant backlinks, and make sure they're also higher in number than your competitors. So I can see that. So using this tool, you can go into your competitors and find out what backlinks they have. Make sure you have the same, and you have better quality. So with those three things, content, citations, and backlinks, you can rise higher and higher in Google, and you'll always be seen for the searches that you want. Now, I just want to analyze your site again. Look at the organic keywords. These are the keywords or searches that Google is picking you up for. So when people type in Romanian Museum or Romanian Folk Art or Romanian Museum Philadelphia, you can see the volume of people who search for that every month. And you can see how many people you get from that every month because of your position on Google. So you're doing very well with these first four. In fact, these first five, because I can see you're on the front page for all of these and you're getting quite a bit of traffic. Now, one thing I did notice is that there are not that many searches for Romanian art or Romanian artists, etc. So it also depends on the volume of people who are searching for you. All right, so that's enough about the website. Now, I just want to mention one thing. The other ways to get more traffic and more visibility, one thing is using Facebook ads. Facebook ads are known as pattern interrupt because you can be scrolling and then an ad will pop up and interrupt your pattern. This is good for a business like yours, a museum, because it will spark an interest in people depending on what they're searching for. And Facebook is really good with ads because you can target your audience to a really small level, targeted level. The other thing I would suggest is Google Ads. Having a Google ad for different culture, Philadelphia, for different keywords. Oh, here, Romanian culture, that's you. For any keyword, any kind of search, depending on your audience, I would love to have a discussion to find out where you want to be more visible, and then you can target your Google ads, because Google ads are good for buyer intent searches where people are looking for something. So if you can do enough research to tell exactly what they're looking for, you can start appearing at the front of those ads and get more and more visibility. Thank you very much. That's it. Thank you for connecting with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to talk further, I'm here. Please connect with me. If not, that's fine. You can take these tips, recommendations, and use them. And I will ask you for feedback if possible. I always like to get feedback if you have any questions, etc. Thank you very much.